There is a story of a Buddhist village that worshipped a golden Buddha statue. These worshippers learned about an invading army, and to protect their golden Buddha statue, they covered it with mud and fled. Sure enough, the army invaded and ignored this muddy statue. They occupied that village for years, and over time, everybody forgot. Until one day, a praying monk noticed a bit of the mud chipped off, and underneath it was gold. He ran to the village excitedly, and before you knew it, all of the mud was taken off the golden statue to expose its brilliant gold. That is the story of all of us. We're all golden underneath. Life has covered us with layers of mud. It's our mission and our journey to take those layers off and expose our brilliance. We all have so much brilliance, so much promise, so much talent, only if we could chip away at those layers of mud. You see, we go through life as it happens, most of us. We study what happens to be in our path. We do what our parents and educators and others encourage us to do. We even marry people that cross paths with us. If we're lucky, something or someone happens to awaken us. It's only after that awakening that we can truly focus on what it is to be us on this earth. For me, and I expect for many of you, that awakening was a rude wake-up call. It wasn't a nudge, it wasn't a message, it wasn't a siren song. It was a sledgehammer delivered in the form of terminal illness. I was a successful, strong, well-regarded CFO, growing a company from nothing. I was a wife and a mother. I was room mom, PTA officer, family social director. I was a fitness guru leading the charge for a great, healthy life. I worked hard and gave it all, but didn't realize how I was running on empty. Empty as I had not lived out the promise that was me. Until the fateful day when I woke up severely ill. I was shocked and amazed to learn that I had the type of brain tumor that didn't respond to much but surgery. This kind of thing did not happen to someone like me. I had figured out life and I was charging through it with my mission until God finally and forcefully delivered the pause that I never thought and expected. And now I know I desperately need it. Facing such dire diagnosis and the upcoming complicated surgeries was more than I thought I had bargained for. I faced the uncertain 10-hour surgery with the complicated and painful recovery, experienced severe and deadly setbacks, and took 2 years to recover. I had to learn to walk again, and talking posed the challenge. But I went back to work and resumed my volunteer responsibilities within 6 weeks, even though I couldn't move my neck. I went back to life as usual, and then I learned it was not to be usual anymore. The muddy cover was dropping before my eyes. I was awakened, as I know many of you have since your diagnosis. As hard as life seemed to be, everything looked more vivid, sounded sharper, tasted more potent, smelled more strongly, and felt more deeply. I was awakened and I was alive, my cover falling off as my golden God-made self pierced from underneath. And the journey of my second act began, slowly and without me being aware of it. You and I are blessed to be given the chance and the awareness to have a second act. Our second act need not be spectacular, awe-inspiring, admirable. For some it is, and I'm proud of them, and I'm touched by them. But the most significant second act of all, and the force that gives birth to all of those accomplishments, is the realization that we do have a second act. Cancer reminds us that we are all terminal, every single one of us. You see, all human beings have a clearly diagnosed condition that is terminal, and that is life. To understand that it is this moment, this present moment now, that matters the most, is the most important realization in a person's life. It isn't the pursuit of one thing or another, as fun as and intriguing as that may be. It's the realization that every moment in the present is the biggest gift we have. My second act started gradually and by force. I slowed down because I simply couldn't speed up anymore. And in that slowing down, my golden Buddha started coming out. I gradually made changes in my personal life and relationships and filled my life with people that enriched it. I learned to focus on spirituality and gratefulness, and through it, realized my true talents and desires, those God-given gifts that I had. And I was richly rewarded. I became more financially successful than ever. I became closer to my children and my friends and family and those who mattered. And I ended up with a loving, supportive relationship with my man, who, by the way, introduced me to this convention. Woo! I knew I loved public speaking and writing, and I started having opportunities left and right, as if magic. I felt blessed, but I knew there was more to it, that I had to take advantage of my God-given gifts better. But I was stuck. I didn't know what it was, until one day it occurred to me. All I had to do was to unleash my power, unleash my presence, and don't worry about the consequences. Unleash my love. The most important way to face fear, the fear that holds us back, no matter what experiences in life we've had, is to hold back on unleashing who we are. So, with that being said, my mission and my second act had to start with me taking off my last layer of mud to expose the golden Buddha from within. And to encourage you all to do the same. See, the goddess in me always wanted to talk and wanted to bring and deliver the message of love, right? But I didn't know how. Thanks to this convention and this presentation, I'm officially beginning my second act. So thank you for allowing me to start my second act. I'm embarking upon a movement to encourage you and many more to take on life as it's meant to be, to live it out loud and to really experience the moment and unleash. So, join me. Stand up if you can. If you're not able to, raise your arms. I don't care. Come on, stand up. You've been sitting down for a while. Here we go. Here we go. Let's celebrate tonight. Let's celebrate this moment. Let's celebrate that you're alive. All of your trials and tribulations, setbacks, complications, disappointments, encouragements, successes that you've had, victories, the love that you've received, the love that you've given have brought you to this moment. You're alive today, so celebrate it. Repeat after me. I'm alive. One more time so Nashville can hear you. I'm alive. Woo! Look at your sisters and brothers in this fight. I'm alive. I'm alive. Woo! Deepak Chopra said, if you speak to people with your mind, they'll hear it with their mind. If you speak people from your heart, they hear it with their heart. If you speak to people with the way you live your life, you change theirs. Go out and live your life with courage as the survivors that you are and change others. You are a golden goddess.